Sorry guys, technical glitch there. Apologies. Everything I said just then was not heard. Hello everyone. I was saying hello, basically. Should be fixed now. I took my microphone out for a second to plug my mouse in. But that should be fixed now. The siren starts. We're going to get annihilated today, but I'm glad to have you for the journey. I reckon Pies could win this by up to 100 points. I'm serious. Oh, Grundy wins the first tap. Oh, Luke Edwards wins a clearance. Oh, made a bright start. Rioli doesn't see the player running down, and Collingwood mop up and get a bit of a spread through Noble. He shanked the kick though. We get a bit of an opportunity. Witherden I traded into my fantasy team out of necessity this week. Ooh. G'day guys. Yeah, hey Graz. Hey Melbourne Demons Maniac. G'day Ryan. Yes, yeah, thanks. A few people let me know about the sound. Thankfully I would have kept going indefinitely. I'm good, thanks Jafar. Jafar. So we're just watching the play unfold. I've got a few fantasy players playing today. I can't remember if I said this before I was unmuted or not, but we won a free kick. I think we could lose by 100 points today, to be honest. The midfield that we've listed is the weakest midfield I've almost ever seen at AFL level, at least from an Eagles team. Rioli goes deep into the pocket. Langdon, tackled. And yeah, they get the ball back. Collingwood. Pendlebury's been good this year. I know he's always good, but I feel like last year he kind of dipped a little bit. He's been very good this year. Oh, turnover. Langdon. He's got to make it count. That's not 15. Redden. That's a pretty good kick, although probably could have had a shot himself. Yeah, I might flick on the North Sydney game at quarter time if it's still going. What is the score of that? I'm just watching Ryan's kick not make the distance. That's frustrating. One behind. I'm trying to fix the score up here. That's that's annoying. The score's cooked itself. Hang on. I'm going to have to unplug my audio for 1 sec to plug in the mouse because this is such a low budget production. Wait a minute. Where's my mouse thing? That's not going to do it. Did I pocket it? Oh, I'm in all sorts today. I'll try and fix that scoreboard in a second. Collingwood have an inside 50. Oh, McGovern. McGovern's played well this year. I found what I'm looking for. McGovern's had a encouraging couple of rounds in a row now. So one of the best on the field in the derby. There weren't too many contenders. All right, 1 sec. I'm going to dip the audio for a second because I've only got 2 USB ports, so bear with me 1 second. Alright, audio should be back now, hopefully. Let me know if it's not. So, I've got the North score up there because I kind of wanted to follow along in the corner of the screen as well. Gee, Edwards has got a bit of the ball. It's nice to see. He's a player that I like. Oh, Langdon gets taken out of bounds. Man, I got a headache. Just from driving sales at Bunnings all day. Play the final siren now, I reckon. Graz is going to the Freo game. Who do you think is going to win that, Graz? Because I genuinely have... I'm not very confident about my tip. I almost want to change it to GWS. But I've currently got Fremantle, but I'm nervous about it. G'day, Samuel. Encouraging start from us. Kathy says, sorry for joining late, not watching your recent vids, but I'm watching them soon. That's all good, Kathy. Thank you. Thanks for being here. 20 or 40 in the chat, actually, it says at the moment. So welcome, guys. Thank you. Chuck a like while you can. Just helps for the algorithm. It's not a vanity thing. Oh, a gentle head massage while I watch us hopefully not get pummeled. Good start so far. In terms of effort. Graz says Mundy and Darcy are back, so Freo and Thriller. Yeah, it could happen. Mundy's a big... Oh, as is Darcy, but Mundy's another good in that I wasn't sure whether we'd be back. Nice to see Duggan in the side. Looks like he's kind of half attempting a bit of a mullet style. But not as filthy as his old... I loved his 2020 mullet? I think it was 2020. I loved it. I thought it looked sick. Made him look so distinguished. What a distinguished gentleman. No, I just thought it looked cool. Like, it was iconic. That's the word I'm looking for. It was like an iconic mullet. Bring it back. Grundy wins a free. So, give us your predictions for this game. I don't think we've seen too many of those in the chat yet. Surely you're all tipping Collingwood, but I'm just curious as to know how much by. Ooh, Noble's done well to draw a bit of a free kick there, but it was there. I think Nash has had a reasonably good start to his Eagles career. He's a player that I think we can actually... he's actually got a future with us, which is good. Kind of out of a lack of other, wing talent on the list at the moment, but, looks like an AFL player to me. Graz is updating us with Buddy being injured. That is not good news. Especially if they lose that and lose Buddy. Hugh Dixon. Oh, it's a brave kick, and he's just pulled it off. Well done. Duggan inside 50. Playing with some energy at the moment. Quaynor's had a great year so far. But Collingwood mop up. I made a video and I referenced Collingwood's improvement. I didn't mention Quaynor and I regret it because I think he's been really good. Graz says Pies by 61. Melbourne Demons says only by 11. AFL Legend says Pies by 50. We don't normally start games well, so I think the intensity's been good. Obviously, it hasn't been too clean yet. But can't say it's been a flat start at all. We're looking alright. Nash keeps it in. It's a turnover, but Collingwood fumble. We get the ball back. Well done, West. Well done, O'Neill. A couple of midfielders there who need to sort of stand up for their careers as much as anything. We get an advantage free. Waterman finds Ryan. He plays on. He should get there, and he does. The Eagles have the first of the game. Well done, Eagles. Good start. I'm just looking for good passages of play today. Not too fixated on the result. And so far, so good. So far, so good. But we've got to get through 4 long quarters. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Those are all some good. There's some good tips. I think I could be dehydrated at the moment. Could also be a bit of stress. Been working hard. Don't know. It's kind of at the back of my head. I also have a sore throat and fever. No, I'm just kidding. I don't. But yeah, persistent headache over a couple of days actually. But yeah, didn't drink a lot of water today, so maybe it's that. 3/4 time in the Sydney game. I can't actually read my screen, but it has North 7 points up. There we go. Dixon in the ruck. So we've opted for Bailey Williams out of the team. So Hugh Dixon preferred, which is understandable, to be honest. 32 in the chat. Thanks for watching along, guys. I do have a beer here. So, we'll see if I can crack that open anytime soon. So Collingwood have a chance to go inside 50 here. Pendlebury finds Quaino. He launches from 50. It's wide by the looks. Oh, well done, Myercheck. Looked like a good mark to me. Man, Quaino is built. Hey Jesse, that's my name of one of the teachers' partners at my school. Georgina Rikers is the name. So I'm a little confused by that. Are you saying her name is Georgina or is your Georgina? Sorry if I'm not reading that correctly. Kathy reckons West Coast by 30. Kathy, I hope you're right. I really hope you're right. I would be very pleased with the victory today. For anyone watching the North and Sydney game, are they actually like playing better than them? They've kicked 11 goals, 1 I think, North. Out of bounds on the wing. Good start, good start. Dixon taps it down. It's been a pretty open game so far. Not a lot of stoppages, which, you know, is more entertaining. Although Waterman's turned it over. Graz says, did you see the AFLW Grandy? I missed the game. I've been at work all day, but I saw that the Crows had a win. Were they the underdogs? I know the Crows are a good team, but I wasn't sure who was actually favourites to win the grand final. Just Cole says North are playing better footy, I reckon. Wow, that's interesting. Wouldn't have seen that coming. They'll really pull the last couple of weeks, I reckon. McGovern flies. He's looking fit. He's moving well. I feel like he missed some of the pre-season, but I'm just losing track because of how many injured players we have. But I feel like he had an interrupted pre-season, but I could be wrong. Naish goes long to a 3-on-1. 3 Collingwood players are there. No one can bring it down. Jones gets crunched and they win the ball back. Melbourne Demons doesn't know why Nelson gets the game for the Eagles. Well, he's kind of a defensive player, which we don't have a whole lot of. I don't mean a defender. I mean like a defensive midfielder who can tag. We don't really have an obvious option for that now. Hutchings is gone. So, yeah, just for role, I think. But also out of necessity at the moment. We just don't have that many fit players, so... He's not the worst in the team, though, I don't think. Certainly not out there today. Good contest, but Collingwood win the ball and an inside 50. Oh, well done, Barras. Barras and Gov proving to be quite good aerially today. Oh, that Nui drops what really was a simple mark. And I feel like Nation's had plenty of the ball today. Good kick too. Foley's a player I like. Oh, he's executed that very nicely. Luke Edwards has some space. Chips the kick. It hits the target though. Langdon, too far out to score, 50 metres out. Has passed it to Waterman. And he should have a shot. Great stuff. Great footy. We're moving the ball well. The skills have been good. I don't think Hinkley will be sacked after 5 games, Graz. At least I don't think he should. I think that's too reactive, too reactionary. Waterman's lining up. He's shanked that. That drop was ugly. You could tell as soon as it dropped it, it wasn't good, but he's kicked it behind. So 8 plays nothing. Oh, chance of an intercept, but Moore takes a good mark over Rioli. Moore up the wing. Strange there from Duggan. Gives away a free kick, but I didn't even think he was trying hard enough. That was weird. Oh, Collingwood's skills have let them down today. And we've defended well, in fairness, but that should have been an easy setup. Here's Dacos. Goes for a run. Pushed as he kicked it. Nage keeps it in. Still no score for Collingwood. And he's hit up a very good target. Gee, Naish has been BOG for us, I reckon. The skills from as I say that, we've turned it over, but the skills in general have been quite tidy today. That's where we've been slightly better than them so far. It's just that end product. That Nui intercepts. Doesn't bring it down. O'Neill's had plenty of the ball too. And out of bounds on the wing. G'day Hannah. Let's go Josh Kennedy. Ephraim says, opinion on Connor West. I don't know yet. Like, he tries hard. I like his energy. It's good to have in the team at the moment, but is he still a best 22 player in a few years? I'm not too sure yet. Needs to probably improve his skills, I think. Oh, Redden takes too long. Giving away the 50 metres for taking too long to throw the ball back to the player. I don't know if it was a genuine mistake or if he was being a bit skillful there. Either way, he's paying for it. So Pendlebury's going to have a shot on goal. You think he's within range. Collingwood first goal coming up potentially. Do you think we should drop Nelson? No, I think Nelson plays his role at the moment. We don't have the luxury of dropping players on form at the moment. It's a good kick, I reckon, but he's hit the post. Very close. Is Nelson in our best 22 when we've got a fully fit team? I think potentially still yes, just because we don't have that kind of defensive tagger in our team other than that. You can't play all like attacking midfielders. Oh, that was a strange kick from Hearn, but it was good. Nelson could be... Sorry, not... Langdon holding the ball, yeah. Took the player on. Pies have out-tackled us 14-5. They're a top 4 tackling side, and we're notoriously not great on the tackles. Naish again. Oh, that's another good kick, man. He has been really good. I don't know if he's playing on the wing or half back. He seems to be getting a lot of the ball in the back half, but he has been very, very nice so far. Buddy's out of the Swans game. Finger injury. Ouch. Those could be kind of long term or medium term. Unfortunately, finger injuries. They're a small part of the body, but quite important for playing football. So some finger injuries can be like months. So the Pies outnumbered us 12 inside 50s to 8. So they've had a few in a row, I reckon. Turns it over. Mychek takes a good strong mark over Nelson. They go inside 50 again, but there's an eagle in the hole, and McGovern, I reckon that's a mark. I thought that was a mark, to be honest. Either way, we get out of trouble. Oh, West belted that out of the full, unfortunately. Did well to get out of trouble. Wow, North have gone 14 up. What do you think West Coast should, I presume, go for at the draft? And I think we need midfielders, mate. But if we have, I presume we'll have an early pick. So if we have like a Max King quality key forward, obviously I think you got to take that every time. But other than that, it's got to be a midfielder. We're a bit lucky Collingwood's inside 50s haven't been great. They could be, in front at the moment, but no, we defended well. Another inside 50 here for Collingwood. Oh, it's a shank, but it looked like a flower bag, but he's hit the player on the tit. And it looks like Henry to me lining up for goal. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Appreciate it. Barras or Darcy Moore? I think you have to say Darcy Moore. But Barras has been really good today. So Henry lines up. Didn't look good off the boot, but he glides it through. And it's back to 1 point, 4 minutes remaining. So 8 points, I think, in the other game, North and Sydney. I will flick over when the time comes, at quarter time. How long's left in the Sydney North game? I'd love to know how many people tip North in our comp. I'm 80th in the league. I'm pretty happy with that. We got more than 1,000 people in the league. I want to see how many people tip North. Almost everyone tipped Sydney and Collingwood today. A couple of West Coast. More people tip West Coast than they tip North, from my observations. So, poor kick. Langdon gets wrapped up. I feel like Langdon getting wrapped up in a tackle is the most common thread of this quarter so far. Oh, g'day Mish. Welcome. F1. Another free kick here. So unfortunately we're struggling to maintain momentum at the moment. Collingwood are probably going to be in front at quarter time. Oh, it's a shank though. Their skills have been rubbish. Oh my goodness. Redden. What has Redden done there? That is just strange. He's handballed it with full intent to the boundary, but there wasn't even a player within like 10 metres of that and no one on that side. Like, that was only going to happen. There was no possibility that wasn't going to be deliberate. That was strange. I'm not even mad, I'm just like confused. Fart Explosion predicted a Sydney-Brisbane grand final. That would be cool. Dank Toast is tipped. Oh, put 20 on West Coast. Brave. Grundy takes a mark on the wing. Yeah, I'll bet, Mish. You're dedicated to your sport. I like it. I'm going to the UK soon. A couple months. And this, I'll have to be getting up at those hours to watch the Eagles as well. Hawks or Saints? I've got the Hawks, Kathy. Do you agree? How long's left in the North Sydney games? Anyone able to tell me? Thanks, Lion Club. I'm good, mate. Thanks for the mullet compliment. Yeah, going well, other than a headache. Oh, Rioli's plucked a great mark. So we have a chance to stay in front. Or get in front, rather, at quarter time. I'll be happy to be in front at quarter time. How long left? Oh, still half a quarter to go in the other game. Can't Rioli. Oh, that's a good kick. He's nailed it. Good to have him back. We're in front. I don't think you'll lose, none plays. I don't think you'll lose, but we've played well. I just think if you tidy up your inside 50 game at the moment, you'd be further, well, you'd be in front. But I'm happy with our effort and our skills, to be honest. Whew. The first beer is cracked. The amount of beers I consume depends on how well we play. I didn't really watch the game close enough, Lions Cub, to notice that you were getting robbed. But it seemed to be all over social media. Neat nat. Callum Brown gets the handball out of the centre clearance. 1:14 remaining. Just might have a look at a few stats. O'Neill. Found plenty of it. It's been alright today. He just needs to win more than footy, to be honest. And he's got 10 in the first quarter. Leads all comers. So credit where it's due. But he's a tidy player. He's alright. He just needs to be more consistent. And when I say consistent, I mean start having those 25 Aussie games. I don't think he's had one before. Oh, McGovern marks the flower bag. How much has Naish had? I feel like he's at 8. It feels like more than that, to be honest. How are you drinking a beer with a headache? That's a great question. That's a great question. Why am I doing that? No, I don't mind the Lions at all. I don't really mind any team, to be honest. But yeah, I like Brisbane. Oh, Nelson almost turns it over. Finds Foley. Coast to coast goal, skull of beer. Absolutely not. I'm an old man, Jonathan. What beer is it? This Gage Road Sidetrack. McGovern sends the ball in deep as the siren blares. So 6 points up at quarter time. Cannot complain in the slightest. Very happy with that. The skill level was good. The energy was good. I'm actually looking for my Apple TV remote. Aha, it's over there. One sec. And I want to just see the North game for a second. I don't want to really miss even a minute of the Eagles game. So I won't see the end of Sydney North, but I want to get a feel for how that game's going. Fingers crossed the beer doesn't get replaced with goon. Good point. Shane wants me to have a pie. Mate, I actually had a pie for lunch. So, joke's on you. I don't know what that means. G'day, DeGort. Do I think the Lions will win the premiership? I think they can win the premiership. They can win the premiership. They're probably in the top 2 in terms of quality for me so far. Melbourne and Brisbane. But too early to really say. So is this in Sydney's forward line by the looks? Yeah, it is. They're going backwards. Lloyd. They need a mark. And it's a defensive mark here from Mackay. $12 goals 2 is a great effort from North. It's the reason they're winning. I can just tell that by the scoreline. Blakey's had a good year, I reckon. Good player. Oh, he's turned the ball over. I jinxed him. How's Horn Francis fantasy points going? He's on 91. He was on like 71 at halftime or not far after that. Day cost 30 in a quarter. That's good. Withered in 15. We've also got Paddy McCartan having to play because Tom Stewart was laid out, which is not ideal. Adam said, when you said you couldn't take much out of the game last week, I thought the Toasters back six played well. Yeah, fair enough. I agree. I remember thinking McGovern and Hearn were close to Ross Glendon in quality just because there weren't too many individuals that played well. Is that Cherry that's taking a mark now? So North are lining up for a difficult shot. Yeah, that's a fair point, Adam. I just more meant I couldn't take too many negatives out of the game. Is more what I meant. But there were some promising signs from the defence. I think they did all right. So Cherry. Oh, nearly a mark at the top of the goal square. Why don't you have any mants with you? I presume you mean mates. Well, for the Eagles games, I tend to do them by myself. I did invite Callum, another Eagles fan, but he's busy. So I just thought I'd commit to the content, you know. Oh, is that golden? 8 minutes 50 remaining. McInerney. Stagnant footy here from Sydney. They're not moving the ball well at all. They're not really good at the SCG, are they? Like, for a home team, I think their home record versus away record isn't actually that good. I could be wrong on that. They could almost seal the game here with a Simpkin goal. Oh, well defended. Is that Rampy? Oh, Kennedy fumbles in the pocket. I say it's only 13 points, but there doesn't feel like there's a lot of goals in this game left. Sorry, it would have been 13 points had he kicked that goal. It's obviously still game on now, but that's why I felt like a goal there from North would have been devastating for them, for Sydney. Mills. Oh, he's found Heaney. All right, I'll watch him take this kick and we'll switch back. Wow. This will make it interesting. Few conversations about the Coleman. I think Jeremy Cameron is who I predicted at the start of the year. Heaney's nailed it. Had no real doubt he was going to kick that, to be honest. It's 1 point the margin, and sadly I have to turn it over because I don't want to miss any Eagles footy. Do I do shout outs? I mean, I say hello to people on the stream, and that's kind of a shout out. Is that what you mean? I don't do like cameo or anything if that's otherwise what you mean. Did I watch Cardman 22 live stream? I did tune in for a little bit last night, but to be honest, I was pretty much in bed pretty early last night. Barely watched the footy. I did see that he had a couch set up and a few people were calling it the True Cardman live stream. Hello, gaming and edits. Redden with a clearance. Oh, not a clearance. The ineffective kick pushed as he kicked it. He's won a free, and that's probably fair. Jermaine Jones with the headgear today. Well, it's a headband. Well, it's actually a bandage. Thanks, Lions Cub. Appreciate it, mate. Howe takes an intercept. Darth says we should give Aaron Black another crack. I kind of hope we don't have to, because that means we have less than 28 players available. So I kind of don't want to see him again, and I mean that in the nicest way possible. But we don't actually have the right to play him unless we have less than 28 players. Naish picks up another disposable. Rioli with a blind kick. That was uncharacteristically panicky from him. Well done, Ryan. It almost affects the turnover. Dacos with another kick. They've got a loose player out there. Who is the number 7? Is that Josh Dacos? I forget their numbers. He's wheeled onto his right, and there's a couple of Collingwood players uncontested. So they should equalise here. See you, Lions Cub. Dank says, "Can you shout out my dying cousin?" Oh my god. I hope that's a dark joke, but if it's not, so sorry to hear that. And yeah, absolutely a shout out. God, if that's true, I feel awkward just going back to talking about football now. Matthew McCann's in the chat. Welcome, mate. He says Pat Nation's been a find. I agree. He's been really good. Has he missed that? Has he missed that? Oh my god. That should have been a guaranteed goal. So we retain the lead. They've called play on, not 15. That was... And then the kick after that was shorter and they called a mark. That's bizarre. Our ball movement here has been good. Like, the skills have been good and they're not just backwards and with no intent. Nice. Oh, Langdon cops one in the head. He wants the 50. He's not paid. Oh, come on, Dank Toast. That's fucked up. It's fucked up. Is Essendon tanking? No, I don't think anyone tanks from round 1. I think they just have been poor. Langdon lining up. This would make it 11 points. I think he's right on the edge of the distance he can kick, to be honest. Well, he's hit that well. He's hit that really well. Where has that been all your career, mate? Amazing. Good goal. And Sydney have gone in front in the other game. Unsurprisingly. Neat ruck dominance will naturally favour West Coast forwards. This is what I'm looking for. It's true, although we just don't have any mids today. But Xavier O'Neill has played a very solid game so far. Connor West has done some good things. But it's more the way we're transitioning from defence to forward line, which is giving us a good shot today. So, good start. Best forward in the comp, I actually think both of them are at Geelong. I think it's Hawkins and Cameron, to be honest. Wangdon, g'day Chris. Who's still out for West Coast? Okay, Shuey, Kelly, Yo, Sheed from the midfield. I think we got 8 or 9 out of our best 22 missing today. Oof. Distracted here as Collingwood get a shot on goal. No, crisp. Oh, he's intercepted it nearly Barras. Gee, Barras and McGovern have been outstanding today. The difference between them playing well and having an average game is really on show today. Who are some other players that are out for West Coast? There's more. I mean, Petrescu-Seaton's borderline best 22. Gaff. Okay, so that's 5 midfielders. Our 5 literally best midfielders. Oh. Oh dear. A free kick to Collingwood, is it? Lame. If West Coast get up today, it would be a huge win. I agree. Massive win. I'm not getting my hopes up yet, but gee, we played well, I reckon. I'm an Eagles fan, DeGort. Oh, crunched. Lipinski fumbles. And the Eagles might get out of trouble here. Naish, he's been good all day with the kick. That's no exception. Dixon lets some Eagles stream forward. Almost passes it sideways. That would have been a bad decision. Langdon's been prominent, to his credit. He's been constantly around the footy, which is good. We found Hoff. Oh, plays on. From the mark, Liam Ryan, have a shot, son. He wants to go in, board, he does. In fact, that's an outstanding kick to Luke Edwards. Jeez, good footy. Good footy. I wanted Ryan to have a shot there, but he's absolutely nailed the pass inboard, and Luke Edwards is going for a fourth goal. Why do I think Geelong rested Selwood last night? Mate, that out of it, I didn't even know Selwood didn't play, to be honest. But I imagine it'd be something to do with him being an older body. Come on, Edwards. Yes! Goal! 3, 2, 1, go! I hate that Drew's is rubbing off on me, but good start. Good start. Good footy from the replacements, as they call them. Has anyone seen that film? Keanu Reeves, yeah. I'm not sure how many goals Edwards has kicked for us. I'm guessing that's not his first. %82 kicking efficiency in the second quarter. Dixon in the ruck. Obviously, Grundy wins the hit out. They're getting a shot on goal here. Was that 15? They've paid the mark. Hard to tell from the angle I'm on. It didn't look 15, but maybe it was. So you think it will be a reverse of last weekend, Collingwood come back? Yeah, I mean, I'm still pretty confident Collingwood's going to win this game. Darth says, that was Luke Edwards' first goal in AFL. Wow. I don't remember him kicking a goal before, that's why I asked the question. Hoskin Elliott looks like he's kicked it, and it's back to 11. So North have a 5 points down. It must be close to full time. There is a minute and a half remaining. Dare I get it up on my phone? Horn Francis 94. Oh, they updated. Never mind. Back to 91. Never mind. Jaden Stevenson with 120. I might just chuck it on KO on my phone. Why not? Nah, I don't hate Fremantle that much, Naga. Alright. Where's this North business? This is such a weird thing to be doing, but I'm watching both games at once. Grundy smothered by O'Neill. Well done. And West might get a clearance, maybe. Nah, turnover. Free kick to R2, D2 in the back line for North. They've got to... 50-metre penalty. Gee, imagine if North win. So he's gone short. Goldstein, they've cooked that. They've lost. In the final minute, it was just a brave kick to Goldstein, that. So 25 seconds to go. Sydney will run the clock down, you think, and should get away with murder. Crisp running inside 50, finds Noble. Back to Crisp. Holding the ball. Nah, got a handball off, fair enough. And Sydney kicked a goal, just looked away there. Heaney's kicked it, and they win by 11 points. Damn. Sounds like it was a really good effort from North. That's what they needed. Lipinski snaps it. Hearn does well to spoil. Geez, good. Still a good player, Hearn. Dank says Sydney overrated. Big call. No, Joel, I won't be streaming again this weekend. Just today. I got work tomorrow. Like a schmuck. Oh, well done, Edwards. Blind kick from Nelson, that could get penalised. Yeah. A little bit harsh, but that's consistent with how they play the rules, so fair enough. Noble, inside 50 for Collingwood. They really need to start making these count. West has got some agility. I like that about him. He's good at getting out of trouble. Not a massively dangerous sort of kick with the ball. But when he gets the ball in congestion, he sort of wriggles his way out. Wilson! Gee, Witherden almost tried to claim a mark that he definitely did not take. Here's a goal, surely. Oh, McGovern! Carrying his derby form into this game. So a lot of supply for Collingwood so far. Well defended, some poor skills. That's the reason we are currently 11 points up. I work at Bunnings, Joof. I'm a manager at Bunnings. Oh no. Ginnivan's drawn a free kick there. Very professionally done. It's frustrating. I hate the taste of my own medicine. Hawks are underrated, Huntsman. Oh, Huntsman's here. Are they underrated? I think they're getting a fair bit of height. Kathy, are you the youngest team since 2005? Is that the youngest Hawks team or the youngest team? That seems bizarre. Surely not younger than the Gold Coast Suns and GWS originally. Pat Cass thought I had Castaway on. Dank, really? Oh yeah, that's sick. I'm a lifestyles cohort at the moment. What do you do, Dank? I just moved up from G4. I was CSS G4 for a while. For a year. Then duty cohort for like 2 weeks. And then permanent lifestyle squad. Did you, Dank? Why was that? What state are you in? See, West does well to win a clearance and then just sort of a blind hack kick. So that's kind of his strengths and weaknesses encapsulated in one play. G'day, Anne. Dank hardware, nice. Nish says game on, yeah. Happy with how we've gone. I don't know if we have 4 quarters in us, but to be fair, Collingwood have struggled with 4 quarters themselves, so I still think this is going one way, but gee, I'm happy so far. Oh, well done. That's almost ball. It would be very hard for them to pay it, but it felt like he had a bit of pride there. Yeah, right. Fair enough, Dank Toast. Have you got another job lined up, or just sort of want it out? It's been hard. It's been a hard slog with COVID. Working at Bunnings and retail generally. I'm sure every industry can say something about COVID having an effect. But yeah, tough slog at the moment. Yeah, fair enough, Dank. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from with that. It's yeah, tough environment. I'm rostering. This is True Bunnings podcast. I put a lot of time and investment into my podcast. Sorry, into my rosters, and then I'll have like 2 or 3 close contacts a day. And when they're out for a week, it's just brutal, and it's having an effect on the team. And yeah, it can be tough. Hoping to get Ken Hinkley's job. Yeah, Ali, how you doing, mate? Yes, we are playing well. Nine minutes to go. We somehow lead by 4 points. Despite Collingwood having a lot more inside 50s, I would imagine. They go inside 50 again. We've defended really well. In terms of defenders, we don't have too many injuries or Dacos hit the goal. Good goal. Oh, really, Huntsman? What section is he working? Part of the Bunnings brethren. Modal Souls says, Bunnings has some nice portable lighting cheap. That's a good point. I've never actually utilised it. Despite probably having a bit of a need. I like Brody Hoff, Darth, but I don't think he's having any impact at the moment. Probably could use a run in the waffle in an ideal world, but we kind of we have a need for every player we can get our grubby mitts on at the moment. So we've lost the lead for the first time in the game, Collingwood lead, I think. And it's alright, we just got to keep our heads down, get the next one. They scored 4 goals, 1-0 from stoppages. I'm not surprised at all when you look at our midfield. So that's okay. O'Neill wins a clearance, sort of. Oh, it counts as a clearance because Langdon's taken a mark. They've called it play on. Don't know what happened there. Must have been touched. Waterman takes a mark. Pay the mark, you dog. Hey. Well, Naish lines up. Has Naish kicked a goal for us at AFL level? He would have kicked one at Richmond, maybe. Bunnings does have everything. Lowest prices are just the beginning. Naish lining up for, I think, his first AFL goal for us. Yes. Eagles regain the lead. Amazing. Huntsman, you got a job. Well done, mate. Good on ya. Free food and drink. Love it. How long are you here for, Kathy? Shelf stack of sputtered coals here. Helps pay the rent, though, while I'm still at uni. Yeah, it's good, mate. What's Coles like to work for? I've heard some horror stories about Woolies, to be honest. I wonder if Coles is any better. Shelf stack of spud, though, man. I'm a manager and I do as much stock as anyone. It's just, you got to do it. There's nothing spudly about working stock. Drive cages, make wages. That's what I say. Doesn't even make any sense. So now Collingwood get the ball. Oh, touch ball. I looked away for 1 second as Dacos as a touch behind. Kathy, you're going to Perth for 4 months. It's a long time. 3 points the margin. 7:58 remaining. Noble's taking a good mark there. Oh, turnover. Well affected by O'Neill. Playing probably his best game for the club, I would say. Edwards wrapped up. Good intensity there from the Pies. It's a ball up. Will Luke Jackson come back to WR? I reckon there's no chance, Darth. No chance. Tim English might, though. Crisp, I feel like I've really noticed in the last 5. Oh, Barras almost. Dacos again. Finds McGovern. Finds Naish. Some of the better players for us today. 50 metres. Lots of 50 metres being paid across the league at the moment. Definitely play for West Coast numb players. Not that I'd be any good. Oh, he puts it out in front of Naish. Thankfully, he gets a kind bounce. And he finds Kennedy. The first time I've seen Kennedy touch the ball, actually. .6:48 remaining in the half. I feel like this is Kennedy's range. 10 goals left to hit 700. He likes this angle, I reckon. That's a good kick. It's a massive kick. The Eagles stretch the lead to 9 points. I wouldn't say undeserving. We've been very good tonight. We've played well. But it does feel like Collingwood have left some opportunities on the table, whereas we've actually been quite clinical. Who's 50? I don't know. Do you mean the number 50? I don't think we have a number 50. It's hard to be sure when you got top-up players, but none of them are playing, so. Great goal, Kennedy. He loves that. He loves that angle. You can literally see the silver in his beard, eh? It's funny. Oh no, maybe that's just a bit of... No, that's not silver. That's just a bit of goo. My mistake. I feel silly. Nick Nat wins the tap. Rioli the clearance. Redden. Oh, goes over the top. Jermaine Jones hasn't really featured too much today. It's a flower bag kick. And Collingwood get out of trouble through Crisp. Oh, it's a turnover. Hoff. Oh, that was a little bit weak by Hoff. Had a good position to intercept and missed it. Gee, Collingwood are making some mistakes though. And we get the ball back. McGovern. Good pass inboard. Duggan finds Redden. So, a bit of sideways ball. We find Langdon. He's having a decent game. Launches it inside 50. Waterman! Oh, that's harsh to call that a drop. It might have been. It looked very close to a mark if it wasn't a mark. Huntsman, you are very young to have grey hair. Oh, has he dropped it? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm just wishful thinking. Gee, good effort though. It deserved a mark. Just pay a mark. I got a couple of grey hairs, but not as many as I thought I would at this age. I think my dad had greys pretty early. My cousin, he did. By 28, he had a fair bit of salt and pepper. And I've got a couple, which is not too bad. Oh, Jones. Having an all-time... Oh, he's won the free kick. I was going to say, he's having an all-time stinker game by his standards. He's been pretty good this year, but can't quite impact the game yet. But he's got a kick inside 50 here. Darling. Is Nelson playing a bit of defensive forward at the moment? Hoff. No hassle for Hoff. Maynard's marked it. God, he says false footy. Bloody oath. I didn't see the free kick count, Michael. What was it? Harry says you're so positive. I think there's something about the fact that we got no expectations that makes me positive in this game. If we were favourites, I'd probably be like, gee, we're playing shit. But because we've got no midfield, the ball movement has been good. The energy's been good. I'm liking what I'm seeing, to be honest. Gee, Collingwood surely get a certain shot on goal coming up. We've got some overlap. There's no one in the middle of the ground to repel it. Lipinski finds Dacos. It's right on the edge of his range. He swings around. That was a bit slack from Witherden. I think he gave up on that. Oh dear, and out of bounds in our defensive pocket. I want grey sides and like brown top. Interesting. Very specific. Bit young to be planning your grey hairstyle though, I think. O'Neill with a blind kick, more up than forward, but yeah, so a couple of bombs out of defensive 50, really speaking to the pressure we're under at the moment. Dacos, Crisp. Crisp has been killing it. Oh, Wilson! Wilson! Kicks a goal. Three minutes to go, we lead by 3. It'd be nice to be in front at half time. What is your favourite West Coast list? Yours is the early 2000s. Is that a joke? Like 2001? It was like our worst season ever. I'll say 2018. 2015 as well. 2015, 2018. I really liked that team. There's something about seeing players drafted end up playing in a grand final. Like, I think that's cool. Whereas 06, I feel like I kind of inherited it. Like, I learned about the Eagles while they had all these players already. Oh, Simo losing his shit. 51 free kicks. Wow, 56 or 57. Beating the record by 6. That's incredible. Definitely not getting a skullet, Kathy. Oh. Oh dear. Witherden, what are you doing? Who do you think you are? That was like Christian Petrarca level confidence. For no reason. That was odd. You don't take those risks when you're coming off the back line, in my opinion. Now Collingwood got another shot on goal. Huntsman says Cyril grand final first year. You know, up until Maurice Rioli, the junior, for like a 30-year span, every club who drafted a Rioli won the flag the next year. Oh dear. Brave spoil. And it goes through behind. So, I presume... Yeah, so Cyril won a flag in his first year. Daniel Rioli won a flag in his first year. And actually, we didn't win a flag the first year Rioli was on the list, but he debuted that year, and then we won the flag. So I guess that counts. Peter and Philip Materia, Scott Cummings, Judd Jakovich and Cousins. Yeah, fair enough. I missed most of Peter Materia's career. Darling spoiled. A minute. That's a powerful spoil. A mullet, shave a hard part. Spike up the middle on a mohawk. Perm one lock of hair. Well, things can't be going worse with the ladies, so... So 60 free kicks, Michael. That's bizarre. Oh, unfortunately, Myercheck's taken a mark and will likely kick this, considering he's a good player and it's a very easy kick. So unfortunately, we're going to be down at halftime, I reckon. Very unfortunate. He's kicked it. Unsurprisingly, Josh Dacos and Nick Dacos both lead the fantasy points. Dacos has, as in Nick has had 20 disposals at halftime. Josh has had 19. In fact, we're not even at halftime yet. Should have captained him. And we're still above Essendon on the live ladder. Well, they play Adelaide, so. 1982, Morris won a Norm Smith no flag, and Daniel was second year, and Dean Rioli never won a flag. Okay, alright, Mr. Facts. I had that fact told to me, I thought it was true. I forgot about Dane Rioli in there. I don't think they needed to play. Maybe it was winning a flag within 2 years. I don't think it included Morris, so it must have been Cyril. Dean probably counts. Daniel and Willie. G'day, Connor. Luke Edwards from the centre. Can we get the lead at halftime? That'd be nice. Langdon finds Ryan! Come on! What a play. Well done, Langdon. Good first half from him. Well done. Come on, get us in front at halftime. I'll be gutted if he misses this, to be honest. Some good football here. I honestly think if we had our full team in, we would be a pretty good team. I genuinely believe that. Ryan has kicked it. We should be in front, barring some late disaster, with 8 seconds to go. Well played, West Coast. Flying Ryan. Shane used to like Domain Stadium. You know, I didn't mind it, but since I've moved to Optus, I think, wow, Subi was a shithole. Because I'm spoiled now, you know. Good first half from West Coast. Naish has been up there. It's been, I think O'Neill's played well. West has done some good things. McGovern's been fantastic. Barras has played his role really well. Seven seconds. Just don't concede. I just really want to be in front. And that will be it. Yeah, Mike, that's unexpectedly a thriller at the SCG today. Half time. Well done, West Coast. We're not over yet, but great first half. Love it. We kick more goals. Good stuff. I am going to have a short tinkle, maybe get a water bottle. So give me about 2 minutes and I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. And we've played a good half, so we've earned another beer. I'm going to have a beer for as long as we're playing well, alright? Oh, getting messages from work saying, oh, your team have gone into isolation. Those are some pretty gross stats, Kathy, but thank you. To be ranked 12th in tackles, it's actually pretty good compared to all those other stats you've listed there. I'm just looking at my fantasy. So my rucks are gross. Rowan Marshall and Jared Witts. I thought Witts would be really good value. Thought he'd be good for 100 a game. Scoring 60s, 70s, if that. Rowan Marshall, the same boat. I'm hoping today maybe no Hayes gets a bit more of a crack. Horn Francis 94, Oliver 68, poor round. Witherden 34. He's 800k. Seems to get a lot of the ball when we lose, actually. I've captained Taranto this week, so hopefully I get a bit of payoff there. Who's everyone captained? Hi, AFL channel. Cooper wasn't expecting to be up at halftime. I'm with you, mate. No way did I expect that. I thought we'd lose by 100 points, but we played very, very well. And I don't want to make excuses, but I think we're seeing the difference between a team that's not recovering from COVID to quite the same extent. Don't look tired today. Huntsman says, I'm offended you didn't answer my call. I didn't get a call. Didn't get a call. Sorry, buddy. Grundy and Jackson double D's nuts on fantasy. Jackson had a pretty good game, didn't he, fantasy-wise? English might be a good get for fantasy. He's having a good year. McGovern for All-Australian is actually not a ludicrous call. He's been really good. It's competitive. There's some very good key backs in the league, but very, very good. Do you reckon Paul can revive their season? Harry, I'm very close to losing belief, to be honest. I think they can improve, but 0-4 and potentially 0-5, it's very hard to make finals. Only Sydney has done it in 17. And definitely a massive exception to the rule. G'day, Kev. How you finding the game, mate? Jahams, probably not saying that right. Or is it James? James, what do you use to edit? Because your editing's superb. Oh, thanks, mate. I wouldn't say my editing's very good at all, but I appreciate that. I use Premiere Pro. It is really, really good. So you have to pay for that one. But I thought it might be worth investing in it. It's like $300 a year, but I used to use iMovie, and I find that it's so much easier and cleaner to use Premiere Pro. You can cut much more precisely. And that's all my editing really is, just cutting. Yeah, Heath. Very light work for the boys in red today. Yeah, I think they said it was 64 metres, Chris. Wild. I don't think they scored, though. I'm pretty sure they were scoreless at that point. See what Big Footy's saying. I've been a Big Footy member for 13 years. That's fucked. And I always like to get their opinions on the game so far. Hopefully pretty positive. Oh, they're straight up very, very anti-Darling. I mean, we haven't really... hasn't been too many opportunities for Darling, really. A lot of our entries have been, like, short, precise to the... the bloke who's there. Goals through Langdon, Waterman, Naish, Edwards. Like, it's just a case of they're in the right spot at the right time. We're not really directly going for our keys at the moment. Edwards, 12 touches and a goal. I'm a big fan. Big fan. Could be a potential Redden replacement. Langdon's played his best game for the club so far. That's true. Langdon is our highest ranked forward. It's nice to see some of the next generation lifting a bit. Jesse, what is your favourite big footy rumour? Probably the Darren Glass Shannon Hearn love affair. I don't know if I remember. There used to be a guy called Big Cox who used to just go on there and make up extremely elaborate rumours of trades that would suck you in because they were so detailed, but they were completely wrong. It's quite funny. He's like, Daniel Rich to West Coast was a done deal. I remember that one very well. What else was there? There were others. We're starting to see a little bit of the change of our game style, which is good. It's exciting. I agree, Matt. There's been no real tendency to go backwards and sideways. I think backwards and sideways is a little bit of a product of us maybe not having options, but even still at times we still look for it too much, and we haven't looked for it at all today. Look at the clearances. I know they're scoring a lot from stoppages, but I can't blame us for that. The fact that we're in front and conceding from stoppages, it's a good effort. So the disposals we've levelled up. We've had more kicks. We've had 9 less inside 50s. We've had 6 less free kicks. Nat Nui's winning the hit-outs. We've had 4 less clearances. At the centre, we seem to be doing well, and at the stoppage clearances are less so, and that makes sense because Nat Nui's more of a centre bounce kind of operator. We've had less turnovers, no surprise. We have 58 marks. That's a good sign. Usually 90 is the threshold for us winning games, or at least it used to be. We've had less tackles. Unsurprisingly though, they're a very good tackling team. Jahames. I didn't actually know that was your real name. I assumed it was like a user nickname. That's cool. Sorry for taking the piss out of it. Didn't mean to be rude. I was just trying to be funny with how to pronounce it because I didn't know. Hawks to draw against the Saints. That's a very bold prediction. Could happen. What players do West Coast need in terms of the draft? I think it's got to be mids. I think we need a key forward, and I think we need a ruck. And I think we need a good rebounding halfback in the sort of Will Day, Bashar Hooley, skillful, speedy type. And I've listed a lot of types of players there, but that's the reality. We need a lot of youth. Riles Macca, welcome, mate. G'day, how you doing? Says that game was nuts. Zeeble forward was nuts. Really? Did he play well? I obviously didn't catch a lot of it. The Jack Sinclair, Jack Stephen rumour, that's true. Is that a rumour though, or is that kind of a thing? You know? I'm reluctant to talk about these rumours openly on this platform, lest it bite me in the arse. But, yeah. My brother says Kennedy is cooked. He doesn't need to be anything special anymore. He just needs to be there to absorb a couple of defenders, because when we have just one Darling or just one Kennedy, it's hard. But when they're both playing, at least they're taking some attention. And today, it's allowed us to get other options to kick goals. It's a midfielder kicking goals. Edwards and Naish in particular. Taking on the corridor kick is a huge difference, I agree. There's been times where it looks not on, but the boys have been not scared to mess it up. Yep. Huge confidence, I agree. It must be a little bit liberating to have less expectations so you can feel like you can apply these game plan sort of tactics. Michael, I heard he had a finger injury. Is that right? Heath says I'm 99% sure it's a rumour. Really? Because I didn't actually hear that from Big Footy. I heard that elsewhere, but that doesn't mean it's true. Your real name is James. There you go. I'd never seen that name before, so I didn't know. What are your thoughts on the game? Welcome, Hamish. I think we're playing well, mate. I'm just happy to be here, you know? Heath, I had a joke ready to go, and I was like, nah, just leave it. Luke Shuey's my favourite player, Max. On to coffee number 2 for the second half. Yeah, I've had a couple of coffees today. I had one late at work, knowing that I would be doing this stream, and so far I'm vibing. My head is killing me, though. Richmond or doggies tonight? I'm going to say the doggies. And Tobias says, how good did Naish? Yeah, really good. Really good. Yeah, scores from stoppages, 5 goals to Collingwood to 2 goals West Coast. Again, if we were outscoring them from stoppages from this game, it would have been absolutely ludicrous. But we outscored them 4 goals to 1 from scores from turnovers, and that's where we've been really good. Our defenders have been intercepting well. Oh, gross, Michael. Yeah, right. Jesse, you're going to grow them a lot longer? I don't think I am. I think this is about as long as it gets, because it gets curly and ratty. Rats. Yeah, Hamish, I'm really looking for that as well. Like, to go down by a couple goals would be a good result, to be honest. Just going to do the second half, Kev? Yeah, fair enough. 9 a.m. for contact. Okay, that's early for 2 coffees. Did you, Darth? That's cool. I never played on the on Subi. Played cricket at the Wacker. That's it. Great call, Heath. Yes, I've heard that rumour. That's hilarious. That is funny. Have they played each other? They still haven't played each other, have they? Harry says, if doggies lose, finals is hard. No, I think they can recover from 2-2. On the basis that some other good teams that we consider finalists have stagnated a little bit. I think it's still open for them, to be honest. I'd be more confident in them 2-2 than I am Fremantle 3-1, for instance. Billy Bow says, hey Jesse, how's things? Welcome, mate. I'm good, thank you. Slight headache that I keep banging on about, but in good spirits, to be honest. I'm onto my second beer because we are playing well. Grap. Oh, I like Hawthorn. Yeah, you got to respect what they've achieved. They've been an amazing football club. In terms of their on-field success. I don't really have an opinion on all the stuff that's coming out about Kennett and all that now. I don't know if that really reflects, well, it does reflect on the club, but yeah, I don't know. I'll sort of separate that for now because I don't really know what to make of it, but in terms of a football team and a club, they've been outstanding. Yeah, I saw that too, Hamish. That was funny. Yeah, Max, I do think they're a shot at top 4 because I feel like the other contenders have kind of stagnated a little bit. I think Geelong's still going to be there, to be honest. So Melbourne, Brisbane, Geelong. But they're a chance of getting there instead of the Dogs. Sorry, instead of... Carlton. Yeah, sorry. They're a chance to get there instead of the Dogs. That's right. I said it correctly the first time. I'm tripping. Just got to keep notching the wins, you know. They're going to be potentially 5-0, I would expect. Which team do you always get nervous of playing against? I guess I get nervous for derbies a little bit because I hate losing them. So, that. Then there's some teams I know we'll lose to, like Geelong and Sydney, so I don't get nervous because I just know we're going to lose. Richmond, maybe? I like to think that we play well against Richmond, so I care a lot about how well we play against them. Out of respect for how good they've been. That's a good point, Deza. Michael O'Brien says, who's your team playing next week? We're unfortunately playing the Sydney Swans at Optus Stadium. Should have a few soldiers back. And from what we're seeing so far, we're not without a chance. But I would expect Sydney would annihilate us. But I also said that today, and with no midfielders, doing very, very well. But you add Tim Kelly, Shuey, and potentially Yo, it gives us something. Gives us a bit of life in that midfield. Am I going to live stream Hawks on West Coast? When is that? I'll try. I'm going to go to Europe for 4 weeks. Oh, I'm going to listen to Simo here. Yeah, it didn't really say anything that I haven't kind of covered already. Will Simpson be coaching West Coast next year? Yeah, absolutely. Naga, I think he's safe. Port versus West Coast, Harry Thomas. Maybe, if I'm not working. When is that? That's in 2 weeks' time? Yeah, there's no reason I wouldn't. No reason I wouldn't. I agree, Uncle Toby's coach. Good to see you, by the way. How are you? Tixie reckons the Eagles will win this game. It would be baffling if we win this game. I'd be stoked. She's looking for a good effort. There's no pressure. But I would be disappointed if we dropped away, so there's a bit of pressure. But very, very happy with the spirit played from the boys. I reckon we've had a crack this year, you know. Fremantle game was our worst performance, I'd say, out of the three. But again, I think there's extenuating circumstances with a lot of players coming back into the side after being crook. Is it harder to follow footy in WA? No, I don't think so. I gotta pee again. I'm gonna do it right before the quarter starts. 1 sec. On the ball. Just caught that. Liam Ryan running down crisp. Oh, he's turned it over. Unlike Liam Ryan. I've got numbers. Collingwood. Oh, Duggan finds it out of nowhere. That was not great from Collingwood. In terms of having 2-on-1 and... Oh no, Foley didn't know that there was a player bearing down on him. Oh no. Myercheck, he's such a dangerous player and it's a certain goal. Collingwood back in front. Annoying. Couple of mistakes there. Avoidable. Is it really that dire, Heath? Wait, his bone got ripped out of the socket. Is that not just a fairly standard dislocation? Like, what does that actually mean? Like, I'm sure it'd be painful. Or is it just a really bad dislocation? Far out, if you retire, that's pretty dark. I won't be streaming next week, Michael. I will be in attendance at West Coast versus Sydney. Yeah, Kathy, if I'm able to, I will stream it. I'm streaming a lot of Eagles away games at the moment just because I enjoy them. Obviously, I enjoy Eagles games, but I mean, I get up and about for the stream. People seem to enjoy it. Nat Nui with the clearance. Oh, that's a turnover, damn. Howe's taking a good mark. Oh, hey, fair enough. I fell for that hook, line, and sinker. I was like, holy shit. Should have known, actually, from the way you phrased it. I've had 2 bottles of water since I got home, and my head is killing me. Best ruck of 2022 so far? That's a good question. I don't know if I know the answer to that. Darling's put it out in front of Langdon. It's going to go out of bounds. That's a real nothing result. Either should have gone for goal or really put it to the advantage of Langdon. He did neither. Do you reckon he was going for goal? The fact that it's not clear tells the story. Or blind kick from Crisp. Doesn't go 15. Naish slams it on the boot. It's going out in the full. No, stays in. Nah, out of the full. Max Gordon or Luke Jackson, best ruck combo. Yeah, probably. Tim English has been surprisingly good, but I don't know if he's, as a tap ruckman, has he been the best? I generally don't know. Has Grundy been pretty good this year, I think? Who'd you tip for Geelong and Brizzy? I tipped Geelong. It was dicey for a while there. I kind of regretted my tip for most of that game, but they proved me right. Oh, Nelson, boldly. Oh no, free kick Collingwood. Harry says lasted. Has he actually been good? I wouldn't have a clue. Oh, Dacos kicked into the man of the mark. Waterman, don't mess this up. Witherden with the kick out. We get the ball back. That's a relief. No, I don't think we've answered that question, Darth Jar Jar. I think Williams has a future at AFL level. I wouldn't say that about Jamison. And then you're looking at Stranatica, so no, we need to recruit one. But it could be Tim English, to be honest. I feel like he might come home. Does Witherden offer more than Rotham, Harry Edwards? Ah, oh, jeez, tough one. I mean, I don't think he directly competes with Harry Edwards because he's not a tall. I think he offers more than Edwards at the moment in terms of the role he plays, but tough one. Edwards is competing with Barras and McGovern and arguably Rotham as well. I think Witherden is Rotham in the same level of skill because they're both great kicks of the footy, but Witherden actually takes it on a lot more than Rotham does. Rotham is guilty of the old backwards and side kick. Doesn't want to make a mistake. So until he builds that confidence and uses foot skills, I'd say Witherden has him covered, to be honest. Rotham's a better runner. He's very quick. And probably better defensively. Witherden isn't much of a defensive defender. G'day Angus. Yeah, I agree with you, mate. That's a fair assessment. Witherden can make mistakes. That's a big push in the back. Yeah, Witherden can make mistakes, but he does use the ball well. And like he can take a few more risks, which we can't criticise for making mistakes, but also for being too conservative. Should be a ball up on the wing. Oh, unlucky. They adjudicated that to Naish pulling it under, but I think that's harsh. Expo says Diakos. Yeah, Busher says that. I don't know why. I've already pulled him up on it and he still says Diakos, so. Cameron's Having a bit of an impact, it feels. Oh, well done, Dixon. Quaynor. Oh, good tackle. Was that Kennedy? Well done. Was that Witherden? Well done. Yeah, I agree, Darth. I think he's got to play key forward now. Before we make the finals from here, make a bloody Amazon documentary about this season. Probably would be an interesting watch regardless, to be honest. Depends if we're the only team that get affected this badly. Which I think we probably will be, to be honest. Insane bad luck having them all out at the same time. I wonder if it'll happen to Fremantle. Like, that's possible. Because Melbourne teams might be sort of past it a little bit. I don't know where Adelaide's is. Fuck, a lot of free kicks to Collingwood. Thanks, Kathy. Thanks for being here. Glad you enjoyed it. Oh! Great smother. Ah. So paid a free kick to Dacos here. I don't like this judgment of the high tackle rule. I feel like if a player ducks to evade and then gets caught high, I don't think... Like, that only slipped high because Dacos went like that. It's annoying. Oh, rush through. So Collingwood by 5 points. Oh, man. We've descended. This is not a good quarter for us so far. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, Ryan! Ryan always takes mark of the year. Lucky he got a hand on that, to be honest. That would have been an all-time classic if he pulled that down with one hand. Oh man, this Ginnivan kid just goes for it every time. I know it's Rich coming from an Eagles fan, but it does suggest a bit of a lack of confidence, I think. It doesn't feel like he can impact without drawing a free. Just my take on it. He's doing it every time. Oh dear. Side bottom. Oh, this is crap quarter, to be honest, in terms of skill. Ginnivan's missed. I do hate to echo the sentiments of Corns, but there is something unlikable about Ginnivan, isn't there? It is a little bit. He's a little bit annoying. Great kick from Witherden. Finds Darling. Good mark. So we're looking a little bit more cautious going forward now. Just a little bit more hesitant. And the pressure's been good from Collingwood. But we're making some mistakes here. Good mark by Darling. Got to give credit where it's due. He gets a lot of shit at the moment. I'm supportive. 6 points the margin. Ball in. About 70 out from Eagles goal. Dacos racking up some posies. So it's been all Collingwood this quarter. Just one goal on the board though. Wilson. Wow, that's a bad shot. Kicks it out on the full. Oscar Allen is probably they reckon 3 weeks away, Florence. Best case scenario. Maybe 2. Probably 3 or 4, I reckon. I don't think they can provide any certainty, but they've ruled him out for next week. Well done, Dixon. Dixon kicks the ball well, I've noticed, for a big man. His passing is quite good. So Hoff on the half-back flank finds Duggo. Back to Hoff. Racking up some fantasy points for my bench. Yeah, so our ball movement is stagnated. The game has stagnated a little. O'Neill. Oh, stripped of it. Well done, Witherden. I feel like he's having a good quarter. Well done, Hoff. Just as I say that, Witherden gets dragged down as he kicks. Well done. Good handball, Witherden. Well done, West. Again, a sideways movement, and then again a shank. Again, a perfect encapsulation. Bit harsh, he was under pressure there. But that is a very Connor West play. Move sideways, do really well to evade. And then shank it out of the ball. Barras flies, gets a fist to it. We just need some clean rebound, that'd be nice. Just get a bit of overlap. At the moment, we're not... Oh, fucking hell. Ginnivan has drawn that many free kicks. Oh, no. Come on, Rioli. That's pathetic. To be honest, I have no idea if that was a free kick, but you see Ginnivan and you get annoyed because he draws... he's probably had 4, I reckon. And that's disappointing from Rioli. I presume he's lost his temper there. As have I. But I didn't give away a 50-metre penalty, so... Not a handsome fella, Ginnivan. Oh, is that a free? Yeah, he looks like he's dropped an F-bomb there, Rioli. So Ginnivan has, if anything, dropped the footy. His head hits the turf, but I don't think you can put that on Rioli. But come on, Rioli, you can't lose your temper like that, so that's a letdown. Yeah, Crisp sums it up. Not a free kick, but the language, poor choice. Oh, Nick Nat had way less time than he thought. That was very, played a free kick, really? I thought he got a handball off there. But that was odd from Nat Nui. I don't know why he thought he would have that much time straight after the centre bounce. Yeah, Bo, it hasn't been a great quarter, but it's alright. Oh, Poulter, is it? Oh no, McGuinness. He looks like Poulter. Where is Poulter? Must be injured. It's that long black mullet that makes him look like Poulter. Well said, Heath. To be fair, the blonde hair probably is an improvement. He's an annoying little fella. West Coast play with a lot of heart and integrity at the moment. Yeah, and the spirit's good, just the skill and confidence has dropped this term. Starting to get away from us a little bit as Maynard has another shot from outside 50. Is Witherden injured? I hope not. First I've noticed, if that is the case. Maynard goes around on the left and should miss the left. In fact, it stayed in play. It's rushed through. So it's been all one-way traffic this quarter. Collingwood have kicked 2 goals, 3. And we are yet to score, I think. Nick Dacos on 77 at least. Uncontested. No Eagles fly for that. That's annoying. It does have Witherden injured on the AFL app. Sorry. Just be the week I traded him. Good Mark Nelson. Solid game from him. Nice. Good skills. Oh dear. Nice. Takes the player on. It's holding the ball. It's ugly quarter. And Collingwood are a good side. But we have looked impotent this quarter, unfortunately. But I expected 4 quarters of impotence. Oh dear, there's a missed tackle there. I expected 4 quarters of this, to be honest, and so far we've had 1 quarter of this. So I can't complain too much. Oh, McGovern, some tight hands. Edwards' first touch of the quarter, I think. We might have a chance to rebound here. Oh, he's run himself into trouble. And again, run himself out of trouble. Where's the kick going? Darling makes a contest. It wasn't a great kick though again, but fair enough. Well done, Way West. Hey, free kick, Darling. We needed that. Needed a circuit breaker there. Kennedy. He's 50 out. Will kick from 60 if he goes for it. Has West Coast lost confidence this quarter? Yeah, I'd say it's confidence. It could be fatigue as well. We're just not moving quite in the same way. Kennedy's going for goal here. He's nailed it. He is such a good player still. He is such a good player. He only does it a few times a game now, but that's all it takes. Doesn't need many opportunities to impact the game, Kennedy. He's a star. 8 goals left, I think, for 700. I think if Kennedy plays every game for the rest of the home and away season... Oh, goodness, dropped something. Every game for the rest of the home and away season, he'll end on 299, I think. Which is a little heartbreaking. Yeah, good point, Uncle Toby's coats. So we break a chain of about, well, that looks like 9, 10 inside 50s in a row from Collingwood. O'Neill with a clearance here from Nick Nat's tap. Free kick, Langdon. Kennedy kicks. Inside 50. Dixon. Oh, Rioli for a crumbing goal. Nah, out of bounds. Oh, he's hit the post. Fuck, he's hurt too. Oh dear. Rioli's hurt. He's getting up. He might just be sore, hopefully. There's no damage. He's got a free kick here. Do you get in trouble at all for shoving your player into the post? I think you can. I think you can say it was an accident. I'd harsh to put that on him, but we'll look at the replay. Rioli kicking. He's nailed it. He's nailed it. 1 point down. Against the play, the Eagles have dragged this margin back to 1 point. Just by being clinical. The back line's been really good today. Nah, he's unlucky there. There's no I don't think anything untoward there from Moore. Watch it one more time. Just a pretty standard shove in the bat. There's no way you would have seen that would result in him hitting the post. Yeah, he's alright. I don't think he should get suspended. I think that was accidental. So yeah, 9 goals 2. This is not dissimilar to North's effort today, where they were extremely accurate and stayed in the game. LJ, it's been one-way traffic all to Collingwood this quarter, but suddenly we're 2 goals each. Nick Nat, gets a little excited. He hasn't really been sharp today, Nick Nat. I don't know if he's fit. It's hard to know. But the Eagles have been clinical with the 2 opportunities we've had this quarter, just turned out to be goals. Kennedy with a difficult shot, Rioli with a difficult shot. Free kick someone. Is it Collingwood? Damn. 22 free kicks to 13. It's annoying giving away a lot. I felt like we were giving away a lot of undisciplined ones in the derby too. I think the count was more even, but it just felt like at critical times. What the hell was that, Duggan? Poor effort from a senior player there. Dacos inside 50. Harry says the shot wasn't that hard. No, I guess it wasn't. It wasn't hard. It wasn't simple. But we only had 2 shots in the quarter, I think. 74 in the chat, guys. Thank you. If you want to chuck a like on the stream, that'd be great. Jesse, you're saving it for the final quarter, maybe? Oh, I don't know. I do feel like the damn wall's going to break eventually. That was not 15. I would love to stay in the game for as long as possible. So, it's on our halfback flank. Pendlebury finds Dacos, 2 classy players. To Ginnivan, the most classless player on the field. No, I'm joking. I don't think that was 15 either, Chris. So Ginnivan lining up for an annoying shot on goal. It's a good kick, unfortunately. No, he's hung it out to the left. Tough shot on goal. So 2 points the margin now. Be cool to snag a late goal and be in front. So they're doing a score review to see if it was out on the full. Nah, it's a behind. What a head on Ginnivan. Yeah. Darling hasn't had a great return. Oh, Hearns turned that over poorly. Good for my fantasy, finding Dacos with a mark. Maynard's dangerous. Yeah, he's kicked it. Damn. So, 8 points the margin now. 3 minutes to go in the term. That was a good goal. In all credit to Maynard. It just feels like when the dam's going to break, it's really going to break, to be honest with you. But hopefully we keep our heads held high and try and take the game on still. Yeah, poor from Hearn, you're right, Darth. Eight points down. 3 minutes and 1 second remaining. 57-7 from forward half scores. Is that forward half turnovers, I presume? A stat that Collingwood ranked very high in. Rioli off the outside of the boot to Ryan, who's undersized against the much bigger Magin, I think it is. Deliberately takes the ball out of bounds, but they're throwing it in. Time forward half, 74 to 26% does tell the tale of this story over this quarter. It has been mostly Collingwood, other than a couple of moments for us. Oh, Rioli's kept that in. Kind of wish he hadn't, to be honest. Yes. Foley gets a free kick for out in the full, and they'll send us inside 50, you'd think. Quite a few Collingwood jumpers spare there. Foley, good penetrating kick. Oh, a few players rise, and how's that a free kick to Collingwood? It's annoying. Two minutes remaining. $56 likes, guys. Do you reckon we can notch 100 by the end of the game? That'd be hot. Free kick counts about 23 or 24 to Collingwood and 13 to us. 50 metres is harsh, though. I'll have a look at the replay. I think that's harsh on Collingwood, but I will absolutely take it. Foley will be within range, I reckon. And if we kick this, it would be just a hilarious piss take. I think he's kicked one goal at AFL level against Carlton. He's only about 35 out. No, not he kicked this ripper against Carlton last year, Chris. Oh, out to the right. Third behind. Minute and a half remaining. I'd love to get a late one here, just to make it a bit spicy. Imagine running down the clock. Moving the ball up slowly up the field. They're on the wing now, Collingwood. 72 in the chat. Thank you, guys. Chuck a like while you're out there. Go on. Be rude not to. Oh, we had a turnover there and we fumbled. 50 seconds to go. Collingwood inside 50. Oh, ball spills out. Just don't concede. That's all I care about. Naish has done very well to check that kick right at the last second. 30 seconds to go. Dixon has it on centre wing. He's moving very slowly. Probably just don't want to concede. And that's a direct turnover. Collingwood just spoiled his own man. They're still going to win the ball quite easily though, which is annoying. Geez, bit of a shit show from both teams in this last 30 seconds, but that will be three-quarter time as we take a wing mark on the back flank. That is three-quarter time. So 7 points down in three quarters is a good effort so far, and it could have been uglier. I think it was 3-2 in that term, Collingwood's way, and a number of behinds. I'm going to piss. But while I'm gone, like the stream. Thank you. Welcome back. 80 in the chat. We're at 68 likes. Who's going to be the 69th? Joof says we need a lift. Need a big oof from the Eagles, says Chris. Yeah, we need to play better than we did in that quarter. But it's kind of a good thing that they just had all the momentum and we didn't concede too heavily. So hopefully we have a momentum swing of our own. We haven't really had momentum swings. It's been like, we'll just on the rebound catch them napping. So a period of dominance would be nice, but maybe some territory. We've been really locked into our back half in that quarter. None play says West Coast by 15. I don't reckon. But gee, I'm happy so far. LJ, yeah, I think there's an argument for us. Like we have potential when our full team's in. You know, or at least something resembling a midfield. Just going to look at some stats. Nick Day cost 94. 27 disposals. Wow. He could end up with 35. Josh BOG for the Pies with a goal and 26 touches. McGovern probably our BOG. And most disposals, I think, for us. Yeah. And O'Neill second with 20. Witherden's had 18. Look at some team stats. So they've had more disposals, 50 inside 50s to 29. But their inside 50 efficiency is still better than ours. That's weird. 10 more free kicks. We're winning the hit out slightly. They're winning the clearances by 7. But we're winning the centre clearances. We've had 80 marks to their 70. McMuffin been good. Can he sustain for 4 quarters? Yeah, I think he can. Mish, that sounds like a good morning. Or a good weekend, rather. Will Freo win tonight? Oh, I'm tempted to change my tip to GWS, but I don't want to change my tip and look like an ass. So I'll stay with Fremantle. But, sorry, responding to a message there. Yeah, I'll keep my tip at Fremantle, but I do have a feeling about GWS tonight. It's a tough one, tough tip. St Kilda are probably doing better than GWS, but St Kilda beat Fremantle. That's it, Chris. Need a quick start. You're right. Yeah, don't want to concede the first one. Make it very hard to come back. Favourite team other than the Eagles? Gee. I like the Bulldogs. I like Sydney. Other than that, I'm pretty indifferent. Just find how many touches Hearn has had for Darth Jar Jar. He has had just the 13. Feels like a bit more than that. I'm liking what I'm seeing XTH, but I feel like Collingwood have been better, as you expect, and will eventually win the game. Jones needs to lift a little bit. As I say that, he gets the ball. Oh, it's a little bit hot for Rioli. Oh, Rioli's done very well. JK for 3. Yes! He doesn't need that much of the footy. You just give JK a sniff. At 79 years of age, he is still an outstanding footballer. We are so lucky to have Josh Kennedy. We needed the first one, I'm glad. 3 goals. And you know, it hasn't been an easy year for key forwards at the Eagles so far. That's why I haven't been too hot on Darling. But JK's, making him look a little silly today. $10 goals, 3. AFL Yank says bright side is so that the Swans play well against the Eagles. Yeah, I'm sure you'll win. I'm just focused on this quarter at the moment. Jones, great tackle. Well, he's hurt his shoulder there from that outstanding tackle from Jones. He's had a lift. Darling, do something. Oh no. Hasn't done much there. Looks a bit cumbersome, Darling there. Very slow to get on the ground. Maybe he's not fit. I don't know. Does Elliot have a history with shoulder injuries? He does, doesn't he? Yeah, crunch there. Wasn't in a position to break his fall at all. Just got absolutely reamed by that tackle. Hey, free kick West Coast. And the crowd goes wild. In the form of boos. Come on, Eagles. Give them hell. Yes, another free kick. A flurry of free kicks. You can almost hear the Collingwood fans saying they've been robbed today. Come on, Kennedy. Ease my headache with the 4th goal from the wing. Nice. Finds Duggan. 70 from goal, I reckon. Top of the square sort of operation. The ball falls down. Kennedy's there. It's a blind soccer from Maynard. Oh, come on with it. Do something. Ah, good intercept there. Oh, well done. Who was that? Was that Langdon? Oh, no. Unlucky, Jones. Keep your head up, mate. You've had a good start to this quarter. Keep going. So Collingwood rebound. They lead by 1 point. Who would have thought this game would be a tense contest so far? Collingwood have some numbers now. They go inside 50. Govan goes a little early, but Barras spoils. Wilson inside 50 here. Oh, great grab by Myercheck. McGovern's going to try and claim man in front, but got to give that mark to got to give that to Myercheck, I think. $88 in the chat. Thanks, guys. 76 likes. Let's notch that up to 100. If you haven't liked it already, I'd appreciate it if you did. So Myercheck will probably kick this. He's a good player, clutch player. 4-0 from this range, I reckon. He's missed. Unlike him. Nine goals, 11. So 20 scoring shots to 13. It has been that sort of day. But, oh no, Luke Edwards has been subbed. Far out, that sucks. I'm a Luke Edwards fan. Bringing on a tall defender for a midfielder is not ideal for our balance either. As Collingwood get a free kick, 70 from goal. Howe goes inside 50. Collingwood get a rush behind. 3 points to margin. 15 to go. 84 likes, guys. Thank you. Just bumped up by 8. Let's see if we can get to 100. I just do it for the algorithm, you know. It all helps. Just helps other people find my videos. Kennedy, he's lifted. Haven't seen a lot of Redden. Hasn't been poor, but normally he's quite prominent. UCAT says, come on, Pies. Hey, fuck off. Nah, I'm just kidding. I literally could not care less about Fremantle. 89 in the chat, guys. Thank you for being here. Kick after the Siren. That would be hilarious. Nelson, he's fought hard all day. Hoff, he's worked his way into this game, I reckon. Foley. Oh, not 15. Nate's had a good game. Hasn't made many mistakes, and that is no exception. Gee, he's got some poise. Like, he's just really had some really good, well-weighted kicks under pressure. As I say that, Foley drops it under no pressure. What is happening now? What is that? I'm glad the ball's gone out of bounds, so we can't fuck it up anymore. Thank you, Angus. Thanks for being here, mate. Take it easy. 90 likes, guys. Gee, there's a thriller on my screen. There's a thriller over on this screen. Will we get to 100? Gee whiz. Dislikes help too, right? Yes, thanks, Pat Kaz. Well done, Redden. O'Neill, inside 50 on the left. Margin's far too big for Ryan. He takes a good mark. Grundy uncontested on the wing. Ooh, no, he hasn't pulled that down, I reckon. Didn't control it. Come on, Eagles. Can we run out the game? Oh, Langdon. Haven't seen him for over a quarter. Gets a couple in a minute. Oh, good mark, Dixon. Yeah, he's been solid, Skeptic. I like what I've seen. Has a future at AFL level worth persisting with. Goes inside 50 now. Darling! No one doubted him. I'd love you to see him just put one on the haters at the moment. I agree, Chris. I think he looks a bit unfit just by the way he moved to get to ground level earlier. I just thought, wow, that doesn't look like a player who's in good nick. Come on, darling. Yes! How are we in front? How are we in front? I don't get it, but I'm having a good time. Straight through the eye of a vaccination needle. Oh my goodness. How are we in front? This is ludicrous. I love it. I like Petrevski-Seton, but he's a classic player who does good things with it, just doesn't get it enough. And unfortunately, that's been the tale of his 100 games at AFL level so far. So hopefully, we can unlock a bit of that potential. But I think you've got to average at least 20 plus for a player in his role. Not between 12 and 16. I don't know, I'm coming up with those numbers off the top of my head, but I think that's somewhat accurate. More contested possessions. Great effort. Nick Nat taps backwards. O'Neill's had a good game. He's got a free kick. Best game for the club, O'Neill, that's for sure. Hoff gets some space. He's a good kick of the footy. Decides to go the long option to a contest. Waterman nearly brings it down. Dixon gets a handball out. Langdon possibly tackle without it, although probably the right call not to play it. Not to play it. Only on the water now. Your team's ahead. There's a good point. I don't have another beer in front of me, but I don't really want a third, to be honest. If I'm completely honest. So the ball's just bubbling away in the forward 50. It's a ball up again. It's our forward 50. We've been very, very clinical today. I love it. We've been like that for years, to be honest. There's about 12 minutes of game time, Cruise. 107 in the chat. Thank you, guys. Chuck a like while you're at it. We're 6 shy of 100. So it's a ball in on the forward flank. Grundy wins the tap over Dixon. Oh, it's tense. It's gotten tense. Gee, it'd be very interesting if we got the next one. West sends it an absolute shank inside 50 over the top of Ryan. Hard one to read, that flower bag. How he's a very good kick of the footy. Ah, couldn't quite bring it in. What a shame. So a ball in, still in the Eagles forward 50. Ball up. The game's just slowed for a moment. How are we in front? This is outstanding. Good deft tap, but it finds a Collingwood player. Dacos has not kept that in, I reckon. Oh, Hearns dropped it. Oh no. Nat Nui and Redden left each other to get that. Fuck. That's actually really annoying. So annoying. I'm sure Dacos took it out of bounds before, but that's alright. I agree, Joel. Credit to him. Hoff. Find a bit of the pill. It's a flower bag, and that's terrible kick and decision. That's just a young player who's lacks composure, as you'd understand. Gives away a free kick, but that's alright. 10:43 on the clock, for those asking. So Wilson has it halfway up the field. This could go inside 50. In fact, it will. Dixon's been prominent. Oh, he's dropped the ball there. Hey, well done, Eagles. I like Dixon's second half. Doesn't really make mistakes for a big guy as well. But he's been around the mark today. Makes it tough for someone like Bailey Williams. At the moment, I think Dixon's earned that spot. Ryan's got a good hand on that. That shouldn't be paid a mark. That was clearly touched. I know they're a little slack on the way they pay that, but play on for me. I did see that, Skeptic, yeah. So the game's really stagnated a little bit. Collingwood have been dominating possession, but it's kind of... It's a congested back line. Redden, well done. I actually saw that on the chat before it happened. Good mark, West. Oh, we're in fingernail biting territory, actually. I would love a win. It'd be nice. Ryan's flown for a few lately, but he hasn't brought one down today, I don't think. Quaynor tracks back. Oscar and Elliott has it on their halfback flank. Oh, I kind of just want a goal so I can piss. I have a bladder of a peanut. Who have famously small bladders. Oh, Mychek's taking a screamer. Is he hurt? No, he's alright. I might be a bit winded, but gee, great grab. Darth Jar Jar, I hope that's not true. That's fucked. That's terrible. Oh, it'd be annoying if he kicks this. It is a tough shot. Oh dear, they say fluff the kick. I'm seeing it on the chat before it's happened, which means I might be a bit behind on KO. Well, it's not a bad kick. But I'm going to just see if I can speed this up a bit. Am I a bit behind that coverage? No. No. Man, it looks like I was behind about 20 seconds. We're still 2 points up with 7 minutes to go. This is stupid. Tipped Collingwood by 45 points, and then before the game I said we could be 100. Pendlebury. Oh, he slipped over. I was going to say he's dangerous. Don't draw a free kick here, Collingwood, you dogs. Oh, wow. Great mark. He's a good player. He's a very good player. I've said it a lot, but that could give them a lift. I'm going to pee. He's going to kick it. I'm going to pee. Oh my god, I'm off screen, but darling! No! No, you fucking loser. Oh, I do have a bit of empathy for him. It's just like everything's going wrong. It's a great tackle, but just sloppy. Very sloppy. And he's almost bad enough to get dropped, and I say more that because I don't think he has the conditioning to play AFL right now. That's the excuse I'm giving him. Oh, Dixon probably just needed to go at the ball there. 126 in the chat. Welcome, guys. That was an opportunity. We don't get too many in this game, so we need to really take them. Nick Nat slaps the ball forward. Really? Yes! How's the underreaction from the commentators? Their tone has not changed at all. That was a massive mark. They sound like it's a funeral. What an amazing effort that was. Thank you, Cruz. Come on, Rolly. Come on, come on. Yes! I gotta say, I don't know why I'm surprised, but the commentators right now are just acting like, West Coast in front. When my check kicks the put in front, the reaction was, you know, quite excitable. We're the massive underdogs in this game. What an effort from these Eagles. We're on 99 likes as well, guys. Thank you. come on. If we pull this off, far out. I still just don't think we will. Because Collingwood have been better. In some senses. It's pretty even, but I just feel like they've just haven't taken their opportunities. So I just feel like when it's this even. Oh, they win the clearance fairly easy. Lipinski. They've got space. Pendlebury. Oh no, they got numbers. And Pendlebury has the ball. Oh, he's so good. Inside 50, top of the goal square kind of region. Falls to ground. Don't give away a free. Lipinski, Jesus, Collingwood everywhere. They're just constantly first to the ball. Top of the square. My check, dangerous. Langdon wins the ball. Oh, gee, Langdon, I don't know if you're tired, but that was unconvincing. Oh, two pies spoil each other. Holy shit. Wow, we got lucky there. That was a certain goal. Oh, well, good effort there from the Collingwood player. Who is that? That's not... Yes! Free kick, West Coast! I was going to say, you can't call that holding the ball. Unlucky, it looks like Maynard. Is Maynard 37? I'm not good with numbers. He is. Desperate effort. Unlucky, but absolutely... Yeah, he's late. He's late. Interesting point there, Pat Cows. Maybe it was 50. Darling, inside 50! Waterman! It's a goal! Come on! Oh! We could win this! We could actually win this! Come on! This is stupid. This is actually stupid. This could be a win for the ages. What an effort. Write us off at your peril. Yes. Boy, oh boy. Oh, we just need to kill the contest now. Get some territory. I had no expectations on this game, but if we lose from here, this would actually be gutting. I feel sick. You got Dixon in the ruck now. Grundy slaps it forward. Redden's first to the ball. We've got to be clean. Got to be clean. No mistakes, Eagles. Duggan. Oh. Rioli inside 50. Blindly. Ryan! Plays on bravely. And that's a bad kick too. That is not great. I would have not played on from there. Naish. Gets the ball out to Langdon. Oh, I'll be happy with the ball up here. 3 minutes to go. Lock it up. Just lock it up. Is Rowley hurt? He is. Three minutes to go. Ball's bubbling away. No clean possession. Ball spills out. Redden snaps it. Darling! Yes! Fuck! We could steal this. We could steal this. In fact, we should. Oh, my head is killing me. Getting excited is not helping my headache. This is stupid. I'm not going to look at the chat for a second because I don't want it to spoil it. But if he kicks this is big. I did not expect this, Mish. I did not expect this. Tough shot. He's kicked it! We're going to win, surely. Surely. Oh boy. I don't understand why Dunster was like deflated. Does he really like Collingwood that much? Surely not. Far out, boys. Boys and girls. What an effort. 14 goals 3. This is stupid. This is stupid. Oh dear. It's not sealed yet. 3 goals in 2 minutes is possible. So we still need the next couple of stoppages to go well. If we concede a goal quickly here, it's back to squeaky bum time. Nat Nui still not on the field. Maybe they're saving him. I don't know. Lipinski wins the clearance. Oh, he's left it behind. It's been stripped of it holding the ball. That could be it. No mistakes, Eagles. Oh, we're just fucking with them now. Just playing down the clock. And that's probably the right way to play it at the moment. Probably worth getting Nick Nat on the field, though, just for some... Darling, finding some confidence. Good to see him. Good to see him touch the footy. Minute and a half to go. This is it, guys. We've won. Put some respect on West Coast's name. And this is not a good result for Collingwood, but to be fair, it hasn't been a bad game. A minute 10 remaining. They're paying a downfield free kick. Why? That appears to be a 50-metre penalty. They didn't have a free kick to begin with, so I'm confused by that. Maynard, touched through by Waterman. That's big. My head is killing me. Oh my god. I kind of want to turn it up a little bit so I can hear how dejected the commentators sound. Waterman from the kick out. I wonder how many kick outs he's taken for us from the past. Here we go. Out of bounds, no. Kept in. Oh, yes, Ryan. I want to... Oh, Ryan's belted it on the full, but there's 30 seconds to go. That's it. I want to see a big reaction from the boys on the Siren, because this is a huge win. So Ryan's giving it to the crowd. Look at Simpson. He did... I think even he is... Oh, it was out of bounds already. No free kick. I think even he's like, holy shit. A 4-quarter effort in some senses. For the third quarter, maybe a bit lucky not to concede more, but the fight's been there all day. Dacos with a late handball for my fantasy team, which is great. Crisp to himself. Could kick a goal here. To the top of the square. Collingwood still fighting, as you'd imagine. We are going to win. We have won by 13 points. Holy shit. It may be a year where wins don't count for much, but this is massive. I want to see a big reaction, hopefully. Collingwood have let this slip. Come on, Siren. Woo! That is the Siren. We've pulled off an incredible 13-point win. One I'll never forget. Oh my goodness. Hoff, first win for the club. Hugh Dixon, first win for the club. Oh, yes. Naish, first win for the club. We can't win many games when Langdon's playing, so it'd be one of his first. How have we done that? Amazing. Let's look at some stats. Collingwood coach crying. No, bad loss though. What the fuck? I'm genuinely baffled. I'm baffled. So Nick Dacos gets 126 in a losing effort. Witherden 28 touches. Paid off by turning up. O'Neill had his best game for the club. Naish had his best game for the club. McGovern was great. It says Nick Nat injured. I'm going to pretend I didn't see that for the time being. So Edwards and Nick Nat potentially casualties, but Far out. I thought West played well as well. I don't know what the stats will say, but he was influential. Oh, what a win. I tipped all the past 3 games and decided to tip Collingwood to break the curse of losses, and it worked. Yeah, well, 3 games in a row, I tipped West Coast and had to change it. It's a silly thing. If we had our team, we'd be 4-0, I reckon. I genuinely think we'd be 4-0. Gee. What a win. What a win. Let's look at the live ladder. So, we move to 15th. And we may stay there. Unless Adelaide get belted, but what a win. Jack Darling clutch. Yes, I'm so glad to see him find his hands on the footy at crucial moments and eventually prove pivotal. Yeah, so Ninat didn't go back on the field at the end, which I thought was a bit of a surprise. He's interviewed now and seems to be in good spirits. Nyasha points out O'Neill. Yeah, I agree. Fantastic. Not like amazing, but like it's good to see him put in a good AFL level performance. What an effort from, in particular, Rioli and Ryan. But I thought Ryan was very impactful, but Rioli was amazing. Underrated player of the comp. Greetings, Alessio. Bad loss to the Pies. Wow. We just weathered the storm. They made some skill errors. We defended really well. We weathered the storm and we had our opportunities. We didn't mess up hardly any. Thank you, Hee. Appreciate it. Aaron says, tough loss as a Pies fan. Can't complain about umpiring, or can complain about umpiring, but we have to convert opportunities a lot better. Not good enough. Yeah, ultimately, I think you guys had enough opportunities to win the game. You had 7 more scoring shots. I think we defended well, but there was also some skill errors on your part, so bad loss. But again, it's not as though you played a terrible team out there today. Like, obviously, the Eagles played their best performance of the season and weren't easy beats. When you kick 14 goals 3, there's, it's just one of those days. Great performance, guys. I'll probably wrap it up fairly soon, but I'll stay on the chat for a little bit longer. And, so 19 less inside 50s to win the game. Great effort. Only lost the clearances by 1. Thanks for everyone being here today. You got 70 in the chat still. If you could like it before you go, that would help my algorithm. 108 likes. Thank you so much. I've got a killer headache. I've got to go and buy some Panadol, I reckon. But, Nyasha reckons O'Neill Shuey replacement. I don't know. Shuey's a big player, but he's solid. Could be a good B grade, I reckon. Vader says, wow, what a win. What a win indeed. Great effort. Love that. See you, West Coast Eagles fan. Yeah, probably call it there, guys. So thank you so much for being here. The Eagles streams are always fun with you guys. So thank you so much. Not sure. I won't stream again this weekend, but when we play, I think it's Port in a couple of weeks, I'll certainly be there for an Eagles stream. I'm sure I'll live stream a game next week. But am I feeling good about Sydney next week? I wouldn't go that far yet. We'll see what players we get back. But I'm a lot more confident than I was, obviously at the start of this game. But yeah, add Chewy and Kelly, who obviously critical players. Then it's a really there's potential there. If we got the midfield stood up well today, considering the outs. But there's obviously still a lot of upside there. So Willie Rioli is an insanely good player. That's all I have to say. Thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Just gonna hit end stream. Still there.